Hello YouTube, my name is Plazukas, and today's video is going to be on Tectone. It's 3 days removed from my Dictone video, and basically Tectone saying that the only reason why he's a dick is essentially because he was the heel in OTK. So we waited, and I'm sure there was other examples, but this is a really good one because it applies to Genshin, a community that he has literally tried to destroy ever since him and MTash and all the rest didn't get any kind of kickbacks from Hoyoverse, because these greedy, selfish, conceited, narcissist content creators want all the money, want all the sponsors, want to make up their own rules, just like he is in Wither and Waves, which is why he loves that game so much, which is why he's going to love, Project Mugen or any of these other smaller type publisher developers, because they're going to give him the money that he wants. He's only in it for the money. Everything else is a byproduct of that. And, maybe he'll treat you nice here and there, but it's all ultimately for his own gain. So let's watch this segment here of his Twitch channel, him reacting to his friend here, which he's not going to put on YouTube, but I will. Because, you know what? If you don't want things to be put on YouTube, how about you just don't say anything and just do content instead of just talking shit like you always do. So let me bring this up. Let me bring up Shittone over here. 1 second. All right, there he is. There's Shittone right there. There's Braxophone. All these people that are scandalous. Here we go.
Want to tell you guys a story. So back in year 1 or 2 of Genshin Impact, when that game...
Okay, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to make this video or not.
I will. Hi, Techie. It's your friend Plazukas making it a video on YouTube so that everybody can see it 10 years down the line.
Let's hear him out.
Hello. I want to tell you guys a story. So back in year 1 or 2 of Genshin Impact, when that game first released, the content creation scene was very competitive. Honestly, it still is really competitive. And just for gacha games in general, gacha games are free to play games.
That's why all of these scumfucks who have high viewer count in the Genshin Impact category.
You see what he said? You see how he leads it? He's so upset that Genshin is still popular. He had to leave the community because he wasn't going to get any kickbacks from Hoyoverse for Genshin specifically. He feels so damn slighted because of it.
Who don't collab with anyone. They're doing that for a reason, by the way.
Yeah, what reason is that, Techie?
They're doing that for a fucking reason. They're doing that because they know if they collab with anybody else, they might lose their...
No, if they collab with you specifically, or anybody else in your orbit that are all toxic, that are not there as their friends, that are not there to actually benefit each other, they're there to literally siphon views away from them. The same thing that you're doing, they're doing. Okay, but you do it a bit differently because you're at the top of the mountain shouting down. They're kind of in the middle. All right? They're in between all this stuff, trying to retain all the people that they can. And I'm not giving any of them credit, because this is gacha, and none of them deserve the cheapest, nut lickers that they have. It should just be there for content. That's it. And some of them are entertaining. Is Tectone entertaining? Yeah, he is. Entertaining like Trump is entertaining. Is that a good thing? Well, that's for you to decide. Personally, no. I think it's very destructive.
Viewership. And that people might go elsewhere. Just to make sure before we realize any of these good boys were just, they're just...
The good boys. The good boys. That's always my defense, because they act like they're good boys. And listen, I agree. They're probably not good boys. They're probably on all the dating apps and using their leverage as a content creator to hook up with people. And that's a very bad boy mentality, or bad girl mentality, or bad them mentality, whatever else, right? I'm sure they're bad. But this whole other arc, just to belittle them, when you act like you're any better, which you're not, again, you're trying to destroy that community, which, you know, it is what it is, but you'll never take criticism yourself. All this stuff can be literally redirected back at you.
Antisocial? No, they're not. They just don't want their viewers going anywhere else. Okay?
And you will collab with people, but it's only for your benefit. And if they ever wrong you, if they ever criticize you, we've seen this time and time again. Hexjuice, Mtashed, Lul Shinra, I don't even know the list. IO, all these people who say anything that you have an issue with, you will literally drive it to the 10th degree, and then your nutlickers will come on the back end and make it insufferable for Enviosity for years, or Atsu and kill his channel and kill his livelihood. Obviously, he left himself, but at the same time, why would he want to stay when all he was going to ever do was hear you say how much better than you are to him? When in reality, y'all both made the same damn mistakes. You're doing it in the same community like he did. He did it in Genshin. You're doing it in Wither and Waves.
Because they know if an alternative presented, they'll probably take it because their content is not that good to begin with.
That you can make content on.
Your content is not that good without your vitriolic, masochistic, white entitlement persona.
On for free, so anyone can make.
Oh, and by the way, that'll be the death of their career long terms when they put themselves on an island for a game that sucks.
That hasn't been the case for them. They've survived. Enviosity has survived against all fucking odds. Even more than Mtash. He survived more than Mtash has. Atsu survived for a very long time. Obviously, it took the entire weight of the internet to come crashing down on him. But there's plenty of content creators in the Genshin space that are surviving. Not thriving per se, but to be honest, they're making a pretty good income, and they shouldn't fucking complain.
Balls, and will lose relevancy year after year. It is what it is. That's why I'm not worried about it.
Videos on Gacha games. It's one of the most competitive spaces in the.
How are you not losing relevancy, Tectone? I'll tell you how. Because you're a succubus. The same thing, the same thesis that I had from the beginning of my channel when you reacted to it is the same issue now. You're a succubus. You stay relevant by literally sucking the souls out of all the other content creators.
The entire internet. And in years 1 and 2 of Genshin, everyone was like a shark. When they smelled blood in the water, they would instantly go to it and try to immediately feed off of whatever they possibly could in order to get the most clout and get the most money and become the most famous Genshin creator. Absolutely. This is a thing that a majority of creators did, and if they say they didn't, they're fucking lying to you. I only know one creator who was not trying to be the biggest creator they possibly could, and that was because they just happened to be really funny when they uploaded it and people watched, and then they quit YouTube because they weren't passionate about it. They just wanted to upload silly videos every now and then. Creators
I don't know who the fuck that is.
this tendency to sort of try and take the moral high ground and virtue
Maybe he's referring to Blop.
signal, and they try to do this in different ways. Every creator's different, but one of the more concerning ways that people will do it is that they will do this thing where they're like, you can only trust me, or I'm always right, and you can't trust these other people. Now, I don't.
Right. This has been a constant talking point in this community about the good boy persona, about I'm better than somebody else. When in reality, and I've said this from day one, nobody's better than anybody. I'm not better than Tectone. Tectone's not better than me. Not better than Enviosity. Not better than Atsu. So what gives him the right to try to knock him down or anybody else down? Now, I think I have a pretty good foundation as to why I criticize Tectone specifically in this space. Because all I ever see Enviosity do is content. All I ever see Mtash do is content. Obviously, the rare exception of him getting involved in other people's stuff, and that went really bad for him. As far as Atsu was, I think he was a drama farmer too, so therefore that doesn't apply to him, and maybe he deserved what he got. And I'm a drama farmer in some regard too. Sure, you can say that if you want, especially if you're looking from the other side and you're a nutlicker for Tectone's channel. But Enviosity shouldn't. He's a content creator. He does actual video games. He plays video games. And that's what he does. Unlike you. Unlike me.
don't know why.
Yeah, so what these people like to do is they like to tear everybody down instead of building themselves up.
You do that. You do both. You tear everybody down and you build yourself up in the process. The most narcissistic, masochistic, entitled, elitist, succubus position ever.
In case you're not aware, he's referring to Zajef here. Yeah, Zajef is an absolute scumbag piece of shit that nobody goes after because they don't want to rub Ziox the wrong way. In case you guys aren't aware. Yeah, Zajef is Ziox's little cuck boy.
So Zajef came out during the pink allegations and basically said that Tectone did all these things with Frame. He's been basically going after Tectone from day zero. It's been a back and forth battle. And apparently he's friends with Ziox, and Tectone called him the P word, and then Ziox defended him, and then there was a retraction after that because Ziox doesn't want to get involved in this, ultimately because they don't want to lose his viewers. He has about 3,000 to 4,000 viewers. He doesn't want to lose any of them, and he knows that that's possible if he goes after Tectone completely. But Zajef is over there, trying to at least talk about some of the issues, whether they're right, whether they're true. I don't know. I haven't looked into all this stuff, but he's been covering it longer than I have. He's been highlighting all these issues. Should that be, applauded? Well, in the case of Tectone, no, he's a P word. He's the scummiest person. All the words you just said, because he's going to discredit everybody that has ever came after him. He's going to discredit regardless of their merit, regardless of truth, which is why I tend to believe what other people say about Tectone instead of listening to Tectone, because Tectone has been proven to be a manipulator, as proven to be destructive. His persona, inside, outside, left side, right side, upside, downside of OTK, has been and will continue to be this: dicktone, ass tone, fuck tone.
And because they don't want to blow their relationship with the largest Genshin Impact content creator on Twitch, they just deal with Zajef's harassment.
Can you keep your fucking hands in the camera, please? And if you can't, don't show us playing with your fucking... I don't even know what you're playing with. I don't want to know.
Bullshit. Because they don't...
Remember, you've had your... When Twitch was allowing all these things, you were basically full frontal nude. And there's an emoji out there with you with the black bar. Yeah, let's not get into that, though.
I don't want to make the good golden boy upset. This is just the truth. And for any of you guys...
Maybe he's self-satisfying himself while he's having this conversation because he's just so, wrapped up into it. He's so happy.
Saying, oh, he's going after Ziox again. Hey, man, I didn't know he was going to bring this shit up. Hey, man, I'm sorry for telling the truth. And if you're upset, okay, man, kill yourself. I don't care. If you're that upset by me telling you factual statements...
Yeah, and this is the worst. And this should get people banned when they say this. Because this loosey-goosey attitude, and I know it's free speech, whatever else, but at the same time, he has very impressionable people in his chat. In video game, community tend to have a pretty large issue with depression as well. And so saying this over and over again, the R word, Minecraft yourself, all these fucking things is just horrendous and should not be part of this community at all.
All right, I'm sorry that logic upsets you. This world is not for you, and that's not my problem.
Yeah, it's so bad, and he doubles down, triples down, quadruples down on it.
From other gaming communities, I just don't see it. But
Ziox
maybe
and
that's
Zajef
just
are friends in school? Yeah, no shit. Why do you think there's an extreme bias? Why the fuck do you think Ziox doesn't call out his butt buddy on his shit?
Automatically resorts to butt buddy.
Being bigger than everything else, or maybe it's an anime game fan thing. But there's plenty of people that want you to only listen to them, and they are the only source of correct opinion and facts, and everyone else isn't. This happened in the Genshin community, and it happened.
You're disgusting. Oh, really? Why? Let me know why. Why do I upset you? You have open reins.
So apparently, this person thinks that Tectone is disgusting, and I would imagine that was because he said the on a live stuff, which was disgusting, you know. His name is 5islack95. That seems like maybe somebody from my community, from my 5% to 95% evidence videos. Just saying.
To tell me anything you want. Are you upset? Are you upset because I told you?
And this is what they do. They'll put you on
Does
here
the-
on blast,
does
expect
the
you to
truth
respond,
upset
to
you?
make fun of you, whatever else. But I don't think this guy takes
Does it
debate.
make it to where you can't palate it?
I don't think this guy takes debate.
Does it make you sit there
Or this person, I should say. I don't know if it's a guy.
and grind your teeth? You want to know why you can't type? You want to know
Again,
why you
here we
said
go.
I'm disgusting?
Here's the
rather than
narrative.
I'm wrong?
Here's the narrative.
Because you know I'm right.
That's
that
it.
makes
I
you
would say that
so
I'm
mad.
right. I would say that
It
you're
makes
disgusting
you
to know
so
that you're
mad.
right. Yeah.
Because the truth.
That's
could
that's
set
what
you free.
that's what that would
Would you
imply.
rather live in your fantasy world and not wake the fuck up and realizing the only
Yeah, that's
reason
definitely
why you're
it.
mad is because you know I'm right and you can't change that.
Happened to me. I know I'm beating
Oh,
a
and by the way, it's your YOU
Oh right.
apostrophe
Okay, so now he's
dumbass.
gonna correct
horse
on the
here because a
grammar.
lot of people have already heard the story from me, but back then there was a creator who would go and consume all of people's guide videos and other content on Genshin, and they would critique them. However,
Again, just criticizing people when what he said. Really, there's no debate, and it's disgusting. Let's carry on for a minute.
their criticism was not necessarily just criticism. A lot of it turned into ego, and a lot of it turned into you actually can't trust this guy. It's
Oh yeah. You want to see an example of this? Would anybody like to see an example of this? Who here would rather not listen to what Brax is saying? Why don't we just see an example? Yo mods. By the way, has Ziox ever correct?
By the way, have we actually confirmed if the mods get paid yet? It's still an issue in this community, I'm sure. You know, with mods having to stay in chat the whole time for the 2, 3, 4-hour streams. Are they getting paid for that, or are they just here voluntarily? Are they just part of the Nutlicker committee?
Corrected his friend's behavior.
I'll do it for free, Tectone. I love you, Tectone. You want me to find that video for you?
The way still is. Why are we allowing people to let Ziox associate with Zajef when he's a proven piece of shit? Yo mods, check.
You'll
Mod
see
Jeff.
the chat here. They're going to literally say all the bad things about Zajef right here. Zajef, whatever, however you say his name, right? Or anybody else. This is how his community works. They love it. This is the kind of stuff they're looking for. Okay, when they're, I'm not going to go into that analogy because that's just way too far. But anyway, you know what they are. They're not lickers.
General. Yeah, he's talking about Pokey. No, he's not. Let me pull this up. Yo, Mod, check Mod General real quick. Let me see if I can find this real quick. All right. Oh,
It's
I found it.
Zajef.
great. All right, let's do. Why don't we do? How's this one? Okay, let's see here real quick. Let's see. I got 5 of these. All right, hold up.
Again, just
Okay, here
having
we go.
his
Here's
mods.
a great one. Yeah,
Someone as large as Tectone has, you know, the ability to pop up anything that he wants to create a narrative that benefits him. And hopefully these mods are getting paid because it's a huge benefit to a content creator like this.
Great one. Of Zajef reacting to other content creators he has no business of reacting to.
Time.
Hey, chat. You know, people cause drama with me. It's not because I'm an asshole. It's not because I'm a bad person. It's not because I actively lie to my audience. It's not because I try to manipulate people. It's not because I use manipulation tactics.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I didn't know about this guy, really. I've heard of him, obviously, recently, based on all the stuff that came out with Pink and then him becoming public. But he's obviously been saying this before I do. And the fact that I came to my own conclusions without needing Zajef to help me kind of says a lot.
This is not because I deceive my viewers.
It doesn't mean Zajef or I'm a better person than Tectone. It doesn't mean that. And I've made that very clear, and I'll make it very clear again. But here's the reality. Two people have come to that conclusion. I did it independently. I'm sure Zajef did it independently, based on his character, Tectone's character, whether it be online, whether it be because of OTK, which we've already proven it's not because of OTK. And we've kind of already proven it's not just isolated to online persona. It most likely is who he is as a person.
Just because they're out of content.
He likes to use that word a lot, out of context.
Just because they're out of content, chat.
Hey, Zajef, here's a reality for you, dickface.
This is what he does too, okay?
It's been 3 years, and you're still horrified of getting on call with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't get on call with. I mean, I will get on call with him, but I don't expect anybody else to. Because his chat, his mods, his ability, which he does have a keen ability to do this, will eviscerate anybody. And he'll find whatever's relevant to his talking points and reiterate, double down on his perceived reality, which is pretty disgusting, in my opinion. And that's where we're going to end the video today. At the end of the day, this is a long way of saying Tectone is still here. It ain't because of OTK. It probably ain't because of his online persona. And I can't say this definitively, legally, but I wouldn't be, I don't think, too far off by saying this may be who Tectone actually is as a person. My name is Plazooka. If you like this content, like, subscribe. We'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.